Alrighty. So here we are back checking out some more Memoriapolis now. I was giving the game some thinking over, I was mulling over it, and I kind of was coming to the conclusion that honestly, I feel like it's way too important to take more time to actually focus on building up like production, just building up tons and tons of production. I feel like that's way too important. So we have a gold beater as well as a forge. Converts 21 iron to 7 steel every 5 cycles. And we also need to get down the gold beater for the gold leaves. Okay. So first and foremost, it's probably going to be a good idea to simply set up some more cutting camps anywhere we can, really. For 200 wood, we can get this upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if it's super necessary at the moment, but might as well. And I think I want to set up a new cutting camp somewhere around here. Playing so many different like strategy games, I'm always forgetting what's like the button that I need to be pressing. Oh, you know what? We can put these inside. Okay, that helps out a lot. We can just throw them deep into the woods. So let's do this one up here. Yes, that's actually perfect. Because I can just throw these really deep into the woods and I think we'll be in a much better spot. So this is a cutting camp. I would say it's getting roughly half of this wood, and for just a little bit of stone we can upgrade the perimeter, hopefully reaching all the way over here. Now I would like to... Oh wow, look, this cutting camp's already cut down like all of the wood in its vicinity. Let's do another surveyor's cabin. Ugh. Ooh. Let's do it here. And then there was something else I just seen. Reforestation plants 4 trees per cycle. Okay. So maybe we check out just one of these and see how well it does. It's going to cost us a fair bit of sand, a bit of clay, which we have plenty of. And it's going to cost steel. Okay. There was something else, though, that I wanted to use our steel for. So before I put that down, we'll give it a bit of time. And I think I want to do a cutting camp somewhere deep over here in these woods. And it looks like we could potentially... Yeah, there's lots and lots of trees out here. Over yonder. So let's look at proximity. Let's look at one more surveyor's cabin. Ooh, look at that. All we need to do is put one here. And one more like way over here and just get all of these trees, an insane amount of wood. And I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. So there's all of that production wise for trees. Converts 21 wood to 7 wooden beams. It would be nice if there was like something that I could click on to let me quickly cycle through all of my like cutting camps or something. Is there like a building list would be perfect. Display filters, district filter, resource filter. We should do some out here in this area, honestly. What are you? A cutting camp. What do we need for the improvement? Gold. Need to upgrade this building again though. Maybe we try and go out in this direction. No, that's too far. I think I kind of like what we're sitting at. Hopefully we're not producing too little or too much of anything. Does it tell us? Minus 42 from carpentries. And then we only have 2 cutting camps up, so it looks like we're slowly losing wood over time. Let's give it one cycle. Okay, so plus 14, minus 42 in 4 cycles, so that's like roughly 10, so we're producing as much wood as we're consuming, but with 2 more, then we should be in a pretty good spot, I would say. Wooden beams, that's probably fine then. In terms of stone, we're producing a lot. And then rubles, I think we're good for rubles. We have 5 carvers, that's way too many, I think. In terms of clay, we're probably not producing quite enough. So maybe it would have been a good idea to have set up yet another quarry, but I kind of think that we have enough. We have 5 small quarries set on clay, and then 3 brickworks. I hope that's enough at least. If I can fit one in here, then I'll do it right now. Must be outside of the swamp. You know what? We'll demolish this. How are our factions doing? Let's check in on each of them. I mean, they're doing all right. We'll let that go up a bit more. And then there was one other thing, politics. What was it that we ended up deciding on? Taxes for the people? Receive 10% more gold coins. And we can extend this up to, dang, 3,000 gold. How many cycles is this? 192 cycles. And so the gamble is that we're going to be spending less money than we'll be making, right? We'll be making more money. So I'm not sure exactly how viable that's going to be, but we'll give it another shot spending all of our gold on it. As soon as I fully determine that we're in a good spot. Anyways, what are we looking for? Improvement here, some gold, bricks. So we need more bricks, but that's just waiting. So we'll try and let our bricks build up. Sand hopefully is alright. Iron, steel. So we're not producing any steel. So let's set up. Keep it real simple. Let's do a gold beater. Maybe on over here. It's going to cost some iron, bricks, tiles. That seems fine. Let's do that. And then let's do... Wait, this one's the gold beater. Let's do a forge over here as well if we can. If we can manage. I reckon here is fine enough. It's going to cost some rubles, wooden beams, and then even more gold. But I think we're doing good for gold, so that's all good. Cool, cool. So I would say that's good for production. Let's look at cultural buildings. There was something that I wanted to do. Is it you? It was something to do with like 500... What's it called? Oh, you know what? It might be the upgrade for the architectural office. Is it you? No, gold leaves and steel. We need 270 workers. I feel like this is going to be way too important to try and get sooner rather than later. Let's scroll on down here. It looks like we have all of the cultural buildings. The political ones are the only ones I really care about right now. Service, everything's looking good. Okay, I don't think that there's much else that we can really do. Besides maybe getting the upgrade for this here. It's going to cost us 750. We have plenty. It's going to take gold tiles and then stone. I'm happy with this, actually. I'm actually really happy with that. Let's do it. So now let's go and find all of our... We have 2 cutting camps that are currently functional. I believe you're one. Let's improve you. 5,000, not bad. And then let's go and find our other cutting camp. Not exactly sure where it's gonna be. Is it you? No. It's you? No. It's you? No. You. I mean, is it even worth getting this upgrade? I don't think so because we're building another one here. So let's actually demolish you. 400 gold coins? Are you serious? I mean, I feel like it would have just been better to have left it up and running. Whatever though. A little too late for that. Okay. So yeah, we are a little scuffed for wood currently. What about proximity? What about trying to build? We're gonna have to build very annoyingly. Oh. Ooh, look at that. I'm actually kind of content with this, because then this means that we can set up a new cutting camp way out over here. That'll be perfect, actually. So we'll have 3 fully, like, functioning cutting camps, I would say. This one, and then this one, and then this one. And then this one's kind of whatever, so... Okay, I'm starting to get my bearings. We just gotta make sure that our food is continually going up, is what I'm hoping. So we're losing some. So citizens are consuming 738 every cycle. 739. And we're not producing enough to keep up with everything. Okay, you'll have to choose between one of the family wonders. Windsor Castle or Notre Dame de Paris. You have access to all the other wonders of the age. Oxford University. So just these 3. Okay. Wonder Windsor Castle or Notre Dame. Provides 1 additional choice for family interludes. Increase the size of all safety zones. Let's see. The distant aunt boasted that she had the plans for an expensive fortress, proving the beauty of Georgian art that would make any ruler jealous. Intrigued, your immediate family made inquiries. On your behalf, the castle is indeed a veritable melting pot of grandiose architectural style. That's with Windsor Castle. Your family has grown through marriage. Some hitherto non-practicing members are beginning to open their hearts to religion to celebrate the different unions and emerging paths of faith. Your family has concocted plans for the most emblematic building ever dedicated to the Virgin Mary. I think I kind of like this one. I think we're going to do this one. I don't know what family interludes is going to achieve, but yeah, let's choose Notre Dame. And then wonders, let's go and see here. We only have access to one of them? That's fine. And we can do Oxford University, which takes a lot of the research stuff, but that's okay. So I'd say priority number 1 is probably leveling up our architectural office. Which, what are we needing? Gold leaves, but we're producing gold leaves, right? Oh no, we need the building to be complete. Gold leaves, and then just workers. So maybe in our best interest to try and get more workers in. So that was the main reason why we went with the political factions, is because the political factions in the, like, in the first age, we had access to increased immigration rates. So I want to see very quickly if... Ooh, workers produce 1 additional processed resource per cycle. Metalworking. Chores increase food generation by 15%. Varying vegetables increases health satisfactory of every 7 cycles. Seeking agreement. So it seems like the first one always gets rid of, or well, at least most of the factions. Like your decrees here are going to get rid of the factions tensions, which could be really nice if you're like mixing things up. Reduction of the gabble taxes for the people. So that's all whatever. Growing profits. The purchase value of goods is decreased by 20%. Okay, so we can purchase a lot more stuff very easily. Temporary tranquility. Oh, okay, so back to it again. So as we can see, gets rid of tensions, gets rid of tensions, gets rid of tensions. Okay. Let's look at these ones. So again, gets rid of tensions. Attractive schools, increases creatives, and it seems like that's something else that a lot of these decrees will achieve, is something like this that'll increase some sort of satisfaction, right? So esteem here, health satisfaction there. The commercial factions don't really have anything like that. Back to more satisfaction. Let's see what new territories does. Increase blueprints generation by 15% every cycle. Okay, that's really cool. So this is something that I think could be potentially really cool. Like, it's good to know these things for your next playthrough, right? So you would want to know, like, the first time that I did a playthrough, I learned about the political factions decree to allow for more immigration in the first age, right? But now that we're in the second age, this new territories does seem pretty good. getting lots and lots of blueprints generated. 15%, let's see, that could be for 300 cycles. You need a lot of gold, but I haven't really been focusing on gold. I feel like we have a lot of goods that we could be selling. We have a lot of gold. We could probably sell that for a lot of money. But either way, new territory seems really good. If you wanted to quickly get a lot of blueprints, maybe in the next age, we'll actually need a lot of blueprints, so who knows. I'm curious as to how like advanced does your city get? So we've gone from the ancient age and to the medieval age, right? And I'm curious, does it go all the way to like smokestacks and modern times? I guess we'll have to wait and see. I haven't watched any other YouTubers play this game. Just been sort of going at it at my own speed. So again, let's look at faith. So I haven't even checked out any of, I think in the first age we only had access to 4 political factions here. Yes, and then the religious and the, what's it called? I'm not sure what you would call this one. Intellectual? The education culture. So the education culture, religious culture. I'm hovering my mouse over these, but it's not really showing. It might be because there's something going on in the background. Several cycles have passed. Oh wow, like 50 cycles went by very quickly. Without me noticing. Kind of a big oof, but let's see, what were we waiting on for this? We had the coins, we were waiting on the tiles, so let's go ahead and just pick this up. I mean, no reason not to, right? And what about our ancient city? Did we ever improve this? I don't think we did. We just need the tiles and bricks. Let's get that out of the way too. And let's keep the game paused while I look at more decrees and whatnot. Ceasefire, some more tension stuff. Let's look at the faith one now. Religious faction tensions, so you can get that to go away. Belonging satisfaction, again, from Pyra to Rogus. Although they do so to survive, the poor steal to feed themselves, and men are not above divine law, ashes to ashes. One wanderer finds a place to live per cycle. Okay. Okay. I would say that this is worth the 3,000 gold that we would need for it. One wanderer finds a place to live per cycle, and we have 279, and I think that's going to get moved into our current workers. So what's it going to cost for 279? Right there. So we need 2,780. So let's go to you. Let's open this on up, and let's go to sell to Corinth. We have 2,300. How much are you going to take for, let's just say, 1,000? Nice, so we'd gain 2,000 from that. Let's take that, honestly. Should we even do more? What about 1,500? Cannot buy that many resources, that's fine. What about 1,250? Again. So what about 1,125? So I'll do that. What about 1,150? 75? 65? 60? 61? 62? So 1,161 gold to Corinth here. And that's going to net us quite a bit of gold. So let's trade that. Hopefully this isn't a terrible idea, but either way. And we don't have access to anyone else, so that's kind of cool. It looks like you need to have enough factions. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like, yeah, Geneva, we should be able to trade to these guys, right? Because that's the political faction. This is a political faction, and we have trade to them. But we don't have any of the other factions, so I guess that makes sense that we can't trade with any of them. The engineering one seems like a good amount of passive gold income, 7 gold per cycle. But I'm not sure why we can't trade to Geneva. Maybe it was something, oh, we can unlock it with, what's this? What are you? What is that? Oh, it's gold. So what I'm kind of thinking is, it looks like, honestly, this trade deal wasn't too great. It's only 2.2 gold per unit here. And looking at it, something like tiles go for a lot more, something like the gold leaf goes for a lot more, but what's really catching my eye is these precious stones. And if we do this trade to Geneva, not only can we sell like something like steel and our stones up here, I forget what these are called, what the carver makes, we can sell these precious stones for 13.43 gold per unit, I believe. So let's go ahead and unlock this. And then let's sell them literally all of our precious stones. 247. They can't buy that many. What about 200? What about 150? What about 100? 125? 135. Oops, 135. 140. 45. 46. So 145. I'm pretty happy with that. So we ultimately net profit off of this whole transaction that we got going on here. Can we do other trade deals? Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. So what about 10? Okay, okay. Oh, the city only has so many gold coins is the big thing. Okay, let's just take their money for this then. I'm happy with that. Cool. So we're up to 4,800. Let's set up some decrees then. Oh, you know what really sucks though? I'm kind of dumb. I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to submit this one because all we have is the political factions. Let's do taxes for the people. Let's max that out. And while that's happening, each of our factions, if they're in this green, all the way up until they're reaching down into the yellow, I'm going to max out their taxes. So every single person's going to have maxed out taxes. Max that out. Max you out. Max you out. Max you out. And so we'll just need to remember to check on this like every couple hundred cycles or whatever, just to make sure that they're not getting too upset. Okay. I think this is all looking pretty good. Now, I'm trying to think at least. Culture, let's look at religious. So we have no religious buildings. Let's see if we can research something religious. We could build a church, sand, wood, rubles, that's what those are called, and then some steel. I'm kind of content with this. What if we do it? Sanctuary, church plus something unknown. Abbey, hostel. Yeah, we have all the resources for this right now. Let's do this one. No. Because thinking about it, we want to get Oxford University. Oh, look at that. We got the, what's it called, necessary stuff for this. So now we have both of the wonders of this age unlocked. Let's give it a bit of time. Still want to focus on getting the architectural office upgraded. 25 bricks, and then we just need plenty of people to move in. So maybe, no, I think I did this right. So we're focusing on the gold first, and then I'm curious. Let's just see how much gold can we put into this. Why can we not set this up? What are all of these? Bonuses and malices. The political authorities all provide bonuses or malices to your town depending on how much they trust you. The higher their trust, the greater the benefits provided will accumulate and be important, and vice versa. To increase or decrease their trust, you can build buildings from their culture, pass decrees, accept factions. Okay. What's this? Step 3 runes. Increase the appearance of ancient runes by 25. Oh, okay, so we're at step 2. We didn't build any ruins, so that's not too important. Building unlocks reforestation workshop. Okay. That's really cool. So we can build the reforestation workshop simply because we have the political factions. That's interesting. Okay. So it's like, okay, this is really cool because depending on what you go about doing, you can do other things. Like, let's look at the religious faction. Step 1. Price reduction in gold coins by 10% per cycle for religious decrees. Okay, that's kind of good. The drainage workshop, no idea what that does. The drainage workshop effect will not work during early access. Alright, understandable. Urban planning rules, overall cost reduction 25% upon modifications. That's really, really, really good. Because I do kind of want to upgrade all of our districts at some point into these like newer looking districts. So there's all of that. Let's just look over them all real quick. Price reduction in gold coins, 10% for commercial decrees, and so it looks like that's what it's going to be for all of these. Just by having factions and getting them all to sort of like you a bit, it'll decrease their cost for the decrees, which is cool. Step 2, unlock Panormos. So a new trade route, that's cool. Blueprints reduction, purchase cost of production and proximity buildings by 25%. Okay, that's pretty good. So you'd want to focus on this a bit sooner because this means that all of the production and proximity buildings, whenever we go here, so proximity, so something like this would just be cheaper, right? Oh, we don't even have this yet. So another 25 meters, and then it goes all the way up to here. Wow, that's 250 workers. That's kind of a lot. I would not ever probably do that last one, but it is a whole 100 meters though. But we do have everything we really need to do this. We just need hella people for it, which I think is a bit steep. Either way, reforestation camps. That's cool that we have access to this simply because the political faction we're part of. And then also production, all of these upgrades and stuff. Cutting camp with food, with a warehouse. Bonus, resource stock, okay. So a humongous bonus to the resource stock. That's probably going to be the one we go with because, or well, maybe food, honestly. Because currently, as I thought we'd be good forever with the amount of farms that we put down, but already we're starting to run into like a food shortage here. So before I forget, let's go ahead and set up a new small farm. Oh, keep doing that. Holding R to try and rotate whenever it's this key. Let's max that out, and then we can probably even go through, and what does it take to upgrade these? Just a bit of wood. So let's do that to every single farm, just so we don't have to worry about it for a while, hopefully. Just try and pay attention to how much wood we have so we don't overdo that. I'm content with just going below 2,000. Hopefully we start actually producing food. With this farm coming up, we should definitely. So there's all of that. Let's continue looking about. So cutting camps can be useful for more storage or more food. That's cool. What about you? What are you? Quarry, large quarry. Produces 13 stone, clay, or sand. Oh, a second resource can be exploited and produced. But I feel like by the time that you would upgrade this all the way to that point, it's like you might as well just maybe build a second quarry, you know? I'm not sure. Maybe this could be pretty good. Precious quarry. Chance to find precious stones, 15%. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. So that's how we get precious stones, I guess. Carver with a warehouse. So just more resource storage. Unobtrusive. This one doesn't seem to Oh, it generates attraction. Okay, so as we can see here, this is minus 2,500 disturbance. This one gets rid of that. And then over here, we actually start to generate attraction. Okay, makes sense. So there's those two bonuses: unobtrusive carpentry, unobtrusive warehouse. Warehouse, unobtrusive. Makes sense. Large mine, precious mine. Okay, so back to that. Cool, cool, cool. Warehouse, unobtrusive. Makes sense. So there's all of that. Let's continue to look at more of these little building upgrades. These are pretty cool. What about, let's look at all the level 2s. So we don't have access to drainage workshops. Security station, so we could build that if we were going with like a more militant one. Prospecting workshop. I wonder what that does. Interesting. Guess we'll never know through this playthrough. Step 3 citizens reduction in food consumption by 10%. That's pretty good. If you have a very large population and they all eat 10% less food, then, you know, it's 10% less farms that you really need to be building. Attrition zone, all negative effects are reduced by 10. So that's kind of good. If you're just expanding really far out very quickly and you're not really caring about keeping everything within your zones of influence, and you're pushing stuff out into the attrition zone, then, you know, that could be pretty good. Urban planning, we already looked at that one. Improvement reduction in construction time by 25%. That's pretty decent. It lets stuff just get built up quicker. Did we look at this? Oh, yeah, we did. Trade route, passive gold, gain of gold coins increased by 50% and active without interruptions, even if a goods exchange is in progress. Okay, so while we're doing a trade, we're actually not able to collect the passive income, I don't think. We probably should have bought a bunch of stuff, honestly. Like, thinking about it. We probably should have bought just really whatever we needed while we were here. Like, bricks seem pretty important. Seems like we need a lot of them. Either way, lots of learning to be done, so we'll just take it all in strides. Urban planning. Did I ever go through and set one of these up for... Wanderers? I'm not sure. After 49% of Wanderers, the faction will lose 1 trust every cycle. Okay. And above 0% Wanderers, then incident risk level increases. Oh yeah, back to this. Maximum number of decrees that can be set up. There's no way that I have like 2 decrees, right? And thinking about it, like, we can't really expand out in this direction, so I don't think there's a point to build the wonders over here. Up here seems like a bit of an industrial zone, just lots of metal and stuff, and I don't care about like disturbances out here. So I'm kind of thinking we either build out into this zone with our next wonder and then sort of set up like a new little township over here, and then maybe another wonder over here. But I don't want to... No, we can just build it right here alongside this road. So let's look at, can we... Whoa. Religious and education. So I want to do religious. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's look at... I spent all my points on the wonder. Maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Either way, it'll be fine. So, what we're waiting for is currently, I believe, tiles for this. Bricks. No, mainly people. So we're just waiting on people. So let's go ahead and press play for a bit. Cool. So that was like everything that I could possibly think of. The farms are going up. We're improving our main city center down there. Anything else that's getting built up? I don't really think so. What about you? We can upgrade this. We can evolve it, I believe. What is it that we needed? Oh, we need to repair it. What is the repair cost? A bunch of clay, which I'm content spending. Sand, I feel like that's gonna be all right as time goes on. Let's upgrade this. 60 whole turns. Are you kidding me? Ooh, is this religious? Is this a religious? Yes, it is a religious faction. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully they don't. Castrum Palazzo Vecchio. Castrum Palazzo Vecchio. Oh, we can't click away from this. Let's just accept it. Offer you Gregorian school. A religious building. Cool. Where was the Palazzo one? The Castrum, I think this is one of them they didn't like. Okay. So, I'm just hoping that we don't really need to worry about this faction hating the other factions nearby. I believe we can look at factions somewhere. Yes. So no one over here in these. But it looks like, yeah, we have a lot of political factions out here. These guys are really only influenced towards, what's it called? The, like, trading one, commerce faction. But, I mean, I don't really care too much. That's why we haven't, like, accepted any of them. So we're doing pretty good. That's a pretty decent looking town. Let's look at, how are we doing for food? We're doing good for food. 916 and we're gaining 100 food per cycle. Okay, that's good. But I do want to demolish all of this up at some point. Let's look at our proximities. Yeah, we can reach all the way up into here. So I feel like this is a good spot to expand into. Small quarry, which has access to 1200 more clay. We can get the sand afterwards. Tilery, we should move that. Carpentry, should move that. Carver, we should move that. So carpentry, tilery, and a carver. The only thing that sucks is that it kind of made a bunch of ugly looking roads, but hopefully it'll be okay with time. So this farm and literally all of these production buildings I want to get rid of at some point. Some point kind of soonish. Let's go ahead and look at our factions. No. Oh yeah, I still can't figure out why we can't. Was it because we didn't have enough gold? No, that's not it. 279. Let's look at this. Oh. Did we just get to do it? It seems like in the last era we needed to let them vote on it. But it seems like in this era, in this age, we just get it? Is that true? What's this? No. The Begwines and Beggards and Plantagenet dynasty factions are now under tensions and heavy negative impacts are to be expected. Who is mad at who? So this faction must be upset with their neighbors. Well, that's fine. All we gotta do is, I believe, come on over here. These two are mad at each other. Let's just get rid of all of their taxes then. I'm fine with that. So we're gaining free from pirates and rogues, and progression plus 0.1 for another 19 cycles. Tensions are decreasing it by 0.1 every cycle, but because we got rid of their taxes, yeah, so just getting rid of their taxes should deal with that indefinitely, so we'll never really have to worry about that. That's good. And construction of a wonder. Cool. What is this? Who are you? I wouldn't mind more religious factions moving in. Church Gregorian School. Cool. I mean, let's accept them in, I guess. Maxed out on food, maxed out on pretty much everything. So this means that we should be able to upgrade you, right? Let's just get this upgrade. It's been long overdue, I would say. And then another improvement here is more rubles, which we have the space to construct this mini. More bricks, which we have the space to do that as well. Tiles, we have the space for that as well. And then gold coins, which we should be able to get pretty soon. So let's go and look at our factions. Yeah, these guys are already getting pretty upset. So let's go ahead and do this. Anyone who's down in the yellow will just do that. Oh, that one's really bad. The Brothers of Light. We'll leave this one up. We'll leave that one up as well. We'll leave you up as well. The Capetian family. Okay. Cool. What about you guys? Let's get that one up as well. Okay, I like this. What was I just looking at? I was just looking at something. You. The gold coins we have. Let's look at a trade deal for bricks and tiles. How many are we producing? 16 every 4 tiles, so every 4 cycles. So I want to do tiles, and then how much bricks are we making? We should be good on bricks. After just like 16 cycles, we should have enough. Building running out of resources. Let's see who it is. Who are you? A small mine. Well, let's switch over to iron then. Get rid of that one. I must pause this while I read all of this stuff. An exploited vein is empty. Okay, makes sense. Cultural radiance. Cool. Okay, everything's looking good. We have 400 workers. This means that we can do something. What should we focus on? Should we build a wonder? I think so. Why do we have 2 different ones? But they're exactly the same. And then do we build Notre Dame over here, or do we build it over here? That's the question. I kind of like the idea of Oxford University being over here, so I think that's where we'll do this. And then Notre Dame we can build over here, maybe like right close to here. So what do we need for this? Just bricks and tile. Let's build 1 brickworks and 1 tilery, just to help get these 2 numbers up a bit, I would say. Oh, I keep doing that. Brickworks. Oh. Let's do this one here, a brickworks. And then a tilery. And then what else do we got? We have quarries, surveyor cabin here, a carver, a lot of carvers. Quarry, tilery. What does it take to upgrade these? You know what? Let's get the upgrades for these as well. How many points are we at? 2,700. Wow, we're gaining a lot, I feel like, pretty quickly. Anyways, let's go down here. Let's upgrade the tilery, which takes a little bit of gold and beams and rubles. Let's just pick that up real quick. Tilery, and then I want to do... What about you? What do we need for this? 3,000. I feel like I should have waited for this, honestly. It's okay. Maybe it's not okay. Maybe it's way more in my interest to get that. Too late. I've decided. So both of these upgrades are literally the same. A bit of gold, and some higher up resources. Anyways, let's upgrade you. 3 carvers. Ooh, a small mine. What does it take to upgrade you? Stone, clay, rubles. Yeah, let's do it. 60 workers, though. That's a lot. Let's save our workers until we're like absolutely certain for things that we want to do. 2 brickworks. 15 workers. I feel like that's a really good deal. Gold beater forge. Small quarry, small quarry. Small quarries. Lots of quarries out there. That's good. Carver, tilery. I'm not going to upgrade this one because I do plan on demolishing it at some point. I think that's just about all we have. So we should be chipping down on our wanderers, which is hopefully going to be really good as time goes on. And then I'm wondering, how long do these wonders take to construct? No way, it's 445. That's insane. We can get these done way before the end of this age. That'll be pretty cool. And of course, these are going to drastically increase our satisfactions. But either way, we need some health satisfaction. So let's see if we can find something with some health satisfaction around here. We could build a manor. $104 workers, clay, wood, beams, and rubles. I'd say that's a good deal. Honestly, I want to put it here. So I think what I'm going to do is do a bit of uprooting. Let's go and check in on our factions. Is anyone else getting really upset with us? Drag that one down. Drag this one down. Drag you down. And we'll just drag you down. Let everyone get built back up. Okay. I think that's all looking good. With that done, a new manor. Oh, I don't like that road. Let's demolish you. Demolish you. Demolish you. Demolish you. And this is definitely eating into our food. Yeah, we're losing 150 per cycle, so let's build a new farm. Here. Let's even go so far as to build another small farm. Here. Maybe even a third one. Oh wait, is this out in the... It is out in the stupid, what's it called, zone. Maybe we'll try and upgrade this one. It doesn't take much, so let's do that now, actually. Proximity, surveyor's cabin. Let's get that. Okay, before any more dawdling, I do want to guarantee that we get this upgrade here. So we'll wait for the 3,000 research points that we need for that. Guarantee this, because that's just too important to pick up sooner rather than later. More religious factions, let's pick them up as well. Improvements, are all of our farms improved? No, not all of them, so let's go ahead and do that. Cool, that should really help out. A city under tension, so everyone who comes under tension, all we gotta do is just make sure that they're untaxed and they shouldn't be too upset with us. So we're just like losing out on taxes from like, it's probably gonna be around a third of the factions as time goes on, but that's okay. Let's go look at what's ran out. You've ran out, so let's just deconstruct you completely. Yeah, we can't improve it further, so let's just demolish it. That's fine. I would build more farms out here, but I kind of want to leave this cutting camp with lots of wood for it to get. Yes. This cutting camp, let's grab that. And I believe we wanted to set up a new cutting camp out in this direction. That's like literally why I did this. Let's do that then. It's outside of the zone. Oh, look at that. What a beauty. Yeah, so we have a lot of farms here that I would rather sort of trade out for more cooler looking things, but we'll get around to it maybe later. What does this cost to up? Whoa, cost to repair a ceramic workshop costs nothing. Should have done that probably a long time ago. This building, stone and wood, I'm content spending that. Kind of chipping through our wood kind of quickly though. What about you? 3,000 wood is kind of a lot. But I'm content with it as long as we can get the resources we need for it. What about you? Oh, this is one of these. We need this one. Or I want this one. And then what about evolving you? I would say not much. I would say worth. How are we doing on sand? We're doing good on stone. Rubles and bricks are all looking good. Rubles, bricks, sand's good, stone's good. Let's evolve you. Heart of the city increases. Increase of 50% of the building satisfactions. Lower prices. Or of trust. Retroactive. I don't know what retroactive means. I think lower prices is probably going to be good though. Going forward. More tension. No. Less taxes for us. That's literally the only thing we're losing though, so I think it's fine. Yeah, we're up, I would say, tremendously. Either way, hopefully soon we carve away enough farmland out here. We're probably going to literally destroy every single one of these and then like push them out further once we get the Wonder up and running. Notre Dame, and then Oxford University. Let's look at constructing you way over here. Wow, look at that. Wow. That's cool. That's really cool. That's a really, really cool building, I think, to have set up. The reason I was rotating it like I did was because the road accesses, I wanted them to not, like, you know, have like a road snaking right behind the building. I feel like that would have been kind of obnoxious. So next up, all we gotta do is wait for Notre Dame, which is just beams, which we should be able to get pretty quickly. Bricks and tiles we're producing hopefully at plenty rates, and then yeah, we should be really good really soon. And then we'll just need the people to move in, so maybe we wait for that. I believe we have the necessary research for you. Where are you at? Here. So let's pick that up. And let's see about doing this upgrade. 270, so we're gonna push back Notre Dame just so that we can get our one building done sooner. Who are you guys? The intellectuals, we're going to decline that. I'm just going to stick with the religious and the political factions for now. I don't want too many factions all spread around, just causing havoc. Like, that's going to be a bit over the top. Cultural Radiance, cool. Where is the, what's it called? Is it you? Cultural Radiance. Ah, yes, let's see this. Small city, medium city, bishopric, town, Bastide, Queen of Cities. Okay. The Cortil. That's where we got 2,400 free gold coins. Decorated building public square. A bunch of extra gold coins. And then village square. Okay. We didn't miss out on any decorative buildings there, but that's fine. Scoreboard. All the items on this list earn a certain number of points when added together. They determine your city's level of influence, which grants you unique effects and city tiles. Unlock one building. Construct one cultural building. Construct one service building. Upgrade cultural building. Complete one cycle with at least one active decree. Okay. Build a wonder. So service buildings give more points than wonders. Interesting. Improve the town centers. So doing that's just good for us. Welcome factions, which is almost as important as constructing service buildings and wonders. So factions are pretty important. Have two factions intentions. Oh, okay, so that's one way to get extra points. And then discovering ruins is kind of whatever. Invest culture points. Should I invest my culture points? I didn't want to. I don't know what they're used for. Should I invest 500? Cultural points produced by your factions can be converted into cultural radiance points. In this way, your citizens become a tool for demonstrating the wealth of prospect. So, is there just no point for these? I hope that's not the case. Several cycles have passed. Now have enough citizens and resources in warehouses to improve your town center. So we can do this one. Should we do this one? What does it take? A bunch of stuff. It doesn't take workers, so that's good. And I don't think that there's anything else that we're really hurting for. Besides the bricks and the tiles, that really sucks that we're gonna have to spend this much, but I mean, I'd rather get this improved now. Ancient capital's maxed out, that's good. And then what does it take to upgrade you? Small quarry's running out of stuff. Let's just grab the sand that it's got for now. The farm's looking good. Notre Dame. 250 workers. We have everything I believe we need for you to be improved. Let's do that. Sooner rather than later. I should have done that a long time ago, but I think it's okay. Why do we have so much satisfaction all of a sudden? I'm not sure. What do you need? Just a bunch of wood. We don't even have enough wood to do that anyways. So that's telling me that we should build like one more wood cutting down place. At least one more. What does it take to build this decorative building? 180 iron and then some stone, which we have plenty of. It probably wasn't worth spending that many workers on it, but I mean, screw it. And it looks like we're gonna run out of wanderers pretty soon. Seems pretty tremendous that we've gone from so many wanderers to like pushing them into our city. That's pretty cool. Are these tiles the districts upgrading on their own? I think they are, honestly. At least it feels that way. Let's look at district managing. Middle age 2. Ah, so these religious culture points, we can spend them on upgrading districts. Or we can just straight spend gold. We have a lot of gold though, so let's just do that. Is there a point to doing this in the other direction? Maybe this increases the chances of... I'm not sure. We'll just max this out, and if you play along in this game, then you can just learn from my mistakes, honestly. Cool, so we spend a lot of money there. And I feel like that's fine. Let's zoom in. There's actually... I believe it's here. No. Look at camera icon. Ah, it's here. Look at this. Looky there. That is quite a town. Our statue of Zeus. Can we clip into the mountain? We can. Little production zone. Looking good. Oxford University under construction. Production zone. Mining production zone. Little forestry action. Oh, you know what I should have done, I feel like a long time ago? Was actually have gone through and... I forgot all about the walls. Should I even bother? What about you? Can we click on the ramparts? Oh, we can. Look at this. General information. The ramparts have attraction over the entire protected area. Length, current, rampart quality poor. Factions inside the ramparts produce 15% additional gold coins and 15% additional cultural points. Factions inside ramparts produce even more. So what if we do that? How long will that take? 44 turns. I feel like that's not bad. And then what about you? 4,000 wood. Why is it going up? Another set of factionaires under... Oh man, everyone's getting really upset. Honestly, if they're in the green, then I'm gonna push them up. Let's look at like everyone. If you're in the green up here, then you're getting taxed. We'll tax you guys for a bit. The copyist monks. Brothers and sisters of the free spirits. We'll leave them being taxed. Okay, I'm content with all of this. More religious factions. We'll accept you guys then. Cultural radiance. Let's go and look at cultural radiance again. Before we do that, let's... Urban planning. let's spend some of our religious factions culture points there for that one. Let's do the same thing here. And then for this one, we'll go back to spending gold. More gold. More gold. More gold. More gold. More gold. Wow, look at that. I think that's everything. Cool. And then let's go back and... I don't think that there's anything else we need from the building tree. Let's look at cultural radiance. We get 4,500. So let's just spend... Honestly, let's spend 750. Let's spend half of what we have. Should I just push it? Should I do another, what is that, 130? Might as well. Cool. So that was just a bunch of free gold that we got. I reckon that we have everything that we need for... Oh, Palazzo Vecchio. Let's build a Notre Dame finally. Oh, it could be placed... Wow, look at that. I love that. What do we do to unlock this? Ooh, it's political as well. That's actually huge. I feel like kind of like segregating classes away from each other, like the political factions, is like a pretty smart move. Right? Like we should have had nothing but like political factions in our main like town, and then like further away we could have done like the education factions out here and then religious factions across the water over here. I feel like that would have been pretty good. I wonder how like possible it is to... Oh, they're finally out of stuff. Whoa, we have a lot of gold currently. Should I go through and literally upgrade every single one of our districts? So it seems like if they're like... Yeah, it looks like they have been slowly upgrading them, because I never did any of the Middle Age 2 like upgrades. So I think they're doing this themselves. But we can specifically say more housing, less empty spaces, right? I'm content with that. No. Cool. I don't think that there's much else that we really need to be focusing on, besides the fact that we need more wood, and I don't know why I didn't get around to doing this quite yet. Do disturbances affect them if they've already built the housing there? I hope not, and we will find out soon. Maybe we need to put two right next to each other. Doesn't sound like the most efficient, but maybe it'll be alright. Maybe that is foolish. Oh, did I never set up a... I didn't. Wow. That's so dumb. I had all this time to have set up a new cutting camp out there. Let's improve you. A cutting camp's ran out of resources. We'll leave it for now just so we have the... What's it called? The storage space for wood, because we're gonna definitely need it. It goes on. What did I do to get this one here? Why is it letting me build this? So we built all 5 of the wonders from the Antiquity Age, and we have access to most of the, over half of the wonders from this age. But what's different? Why are we allowed to... a cemetery? Must be placed on the periphery of the constructible zone. Family home, demure, and something else, manners. So this is the only one that's going to upgrade. Evolve. Proximity. Drainage workshop. Yeah, we don't know what this does. I wonder what they are planning on with this thing. There's a real innovation developed in your city. The prototypes used by your engineers have succeeded in emptying entire swampy stretches of superflu water, making healthy areas usable for real estate construction or cultivation. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So yeah, we're pushing the limits here. I think we're min-maxing with as much as I can possibly know about this game. Currently, let's look at you. We're in 10th place. Why are we in 10th place? Queen of Cities. Do we invest the last little bit of our points? How much would we need? 839? We don't have them. Do we have that many? 839? 839? How many do we have? Yeah, we have enough. 800? And we'll leave the last handful of points to let us get there. Oh man. I hate the fact that this is like this. Oh, this, what do we want to do with this? I think I want to build it as far away as possible. Maybe even have like one surveyor hut in the middle, just to help us get out this way as far as possible. Decrees. Let's see. Oh, that's where we got the drainage workshop. Why do we have access to it though? Oh, look at this defeat. So allowing any of your factions to get too upset. When in defeat. A random trade route closes. Sad. Cool. Does this give us access to the last wonder? No. Still have over 1,000 cycles in this age. That's pretty wild, I feel. Oh, man, I haven't checked on my factions in a while. We'll leave you, we'll leave you, we'll leave you, we'll leave you, you. Oh, we can expel them if I don't like them. Maybe we expel a lot of the religious factions and move them into, not move, but only accept them in a certain part of our town. That'd probably be a good idea. So if they're in harmony, we're going to leave them be. But if they're not, then we're getting rid of their taxes. Let's just let everyone get nice and happy, and then we'll activate the taxing thing for a bit. You know what? We should do this. Let's go to factions, and let's go through and just make everyone's taxes as low as possible. We're not going to be collecting much money, but that's fine because when we turn the taxes back on, that's whenever we'll spend a lot of money on the decree to tax them even harder. And I think that'll be in a good spot. Everyone that's like in tensions with someone, we'll tax them in the middle, and then everyone else will tax them like to the maximum. Who are you? So I'm gonna start declining the religious factions for now, and I'm only accept them into certain areas. So we should have set this up potentially. No, I definitely want to do it out here. So we'll wait the 150 cycles, and then we'll determine where we want that to be. However, we are definitely reaching into, I would say, definitely reaching quite far into the hour-long mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode here. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the series or any of the other series I got going on the channel, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.